Hey, what's up guys? Andy here, and today we are reviewing over My Hero Academia, episode 67, titled Fighting Fate. Now, before we get into this, I want to throw out, I am an anime-only watcher. No spoilers in the comments, please. I typically try to read all the comments and, talk back with you all, but, I don't want spoilers on this because I had no idea about any of this until now. So, in this episode, we get to meet Eri, which I thought I'd seen her before. It's probably because she's in the intro of the damn video, of the season. But then, on top of all of that, we find out the falling out between Night Eye and All Might here. And it's pretty much him not wanting to let All Might die, and All Might being stubborn about it. So, this was such a good episode. We've got a lot to talk about, so without further delay, gang, let's get right into this video. If y'all do enjoy it, though, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and let's get right into it.
They say you don't ever go home, but you can't stay here. And no, I don't wanna be alone in the world out there.
So the episode starts off with day one of the work study here, and they're just doing their typical patrol, and they get noticed by a few fangirls. And Deku's like, I'm nervous, and he goes, you didn't do one of these before? And he was training with Gran Torino, so no, he hadn't. And we find out here that Tagato's hero name is Le Million. And the whole reasoning behind this is he has to at least save 1 million in any, case scenario that, if there's more than 1 million, I guess. But then they get bumped into by this little girl who we find out's name is Eri. And she's trembling in fear, trembling. So, then her father, quotation marks, air quotes, comes up. I don't know if it's her father or not, but she comes up and, he's like, oh, now you can't go causing trouble for the heroes. And she's still scared to death. We get our intro and title card here, and our title is Fighting Fate. Then we cut over to this. He's basically just like, why is she trembling so much? And Tagato's just like, dude, you can't do this. We can't cause suspicion. We're trying to watch this guy. And so he kind of plays it off and tries to stop him. But Deku does pursue here. He doesn't chase him, but he's like, oh, okay, well, here, let me show you. And he pulls down his glove a little bit as they're walking to show his killing intent here. And Eri runs off with him, and he's like, we're not going to pursue him farther. We need to talk to Night Eye. And so they tell him all this new information, and Deku's like, if there was any way we could just protect her, and then he looks at him, he goes, don't think arrogantly, because you can't protect everyone. We swap gears here and head back to the classroom where Todoroki and Bakugo are basically fucked up here, hurt bad. And it's from their provisional license exam training. And then we find that this has been weighing on Midoriya all day. The whole successor thing, the fact that he couldn't even save one little girl. So he goes to All Might for answers. And he tells him, I want to know is your successor, not your fan. And he says, alright, but don't regret it. And so he tells him here that Night Eye tried to get him to retire 6 years ago, but he wouldn't. He couldn't let the people go without a symbol that long. And he tells him here he used foresight on him, and it's not looking good. Things might get rough for a little while, but we can avoid that. Which, that is, you're gonna face against a villain and die an unspeakably gruesome death. And All Might tells him, he's like, I have to do what I have to do, and he begs and pleads with him, and he goes, I won't support you, I can't. And that's when Midoriya finds out here, and he's like, All Might's going to die? He's fucked up about it too, and he's like, I didn't want to tell you because you're a fan, Midoriya. And then we cut over here, and he goes, well, did he say how far in the future he looked? And All Might's like, yeah, 6 or 7 years. And Midoriya goes, so you're basically going to die in a year or the next year. And Midoriya tells him here, he's like, don't worry, All Might, I'm going to twist fate for you, even if you haven't already. Because All Might thinks that fight with All for One was the fight that was going to be the end for him. But he made it through, so he thinks he bent reality due to Midoriya in the relationship. So maybe, I don't know, I mean, this is fucking crazy though. But yeah, with that being said, that was the end of the episode, gang. I'm gonna go ahead and head out. I've got a lot to do today, but tell me what you all thought about this episode in the comments without spoilers, because this was insane. But with that being said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and head out. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace out.